Welcome to our second World Ninja League qualifier of the season here at Ultimate Ninjas in Libertyville. My name is Danny O'Donnell, and I just have a couple of quick ground rules before we jump into the course, all right? First of which, this is a flow course qualifier, which means winners are determined by who goes the farthest, the fastest. If you fall at any point throughout your course run, you stop getting points where you fell, but you are more than welcome to keep running your course until time runs out. All right, certified coaches. The only people allowed on the course and in the warm-up area are athletes, my staff here, or certified coaches by the WNL. Make sure you guys check in at the front desk to get a wristband if you want to be out on the course. Let's talk about the dismount criteria per WNL rules. So there are three main criteria. You must cross the plane, you must release the obstacle, fully disengage the obstacle you are on, and you have to touch the platform. If you skip the platform, except for a couple exceptions that I will talk about in the course, but if you skip the platform, that could be considered a fall, unless it is a linked obstacle, which I call out in the course walkthrough video, okay? And also a couple of these landing platforms are start platforms of the next obstacle, which means you cannot overshoot. You have to stay on that platform. I'll point those out in the course. And at any point throughout this course, you can reset on these start platforms if, as long as you do not touch anything that is out of bounds. Okay, so if you jump up on the obstacle, you decide you don't like it or you need more chalk, you can reset on the platform, just don't touch anything out of bounds. All right, let's get into the course. The course starts on this green pad right here. All right, obstacle number one is 10-foot whale tail. You can use hands, feet, everything on the 10-foot wall, only on the 10-foot wall. So the silver bar for the 8-foot and the 12-foot are off limits. This obstacle clears when you get 2 feet on top of the 10-foot wall. And then make your way down. The start of obstacle 2, which is called Anaconda Crossing, is this gray mat right here. This is the start platform. You can use your feet only on the brown or blue sections of this beam. It is a clear when you get on the black platform. Now, this is the start platform of obstacle number 3, which is called Snake Run. So starting on this black platform, you can use this green pad. You can use feet only on these stones, this balance beam, and feet only on the black section of the wall. Your dismount is that pit pillow. Hands are allowed on this foam right here. Get to the pit pillow, and that is a clear on Snake Run. All right, up next, we're going over here. This blue quintuple step is the start platform. Obstacle number 4, we have roly-poly rings. Starting hands, feet, whole body here, of course. Hands only on all of these rings. And your dismount platform is this red pad right here. All right, remember, you gotta make contact with it, but it is on or past. Obstacle number 5, we have Tarzan's Jungle. Starting on this quintuple step, you guys are allowed to use your hands on this bar right here. Hands are allowed on this section of the bar. Only this section of the bar. Your hands are allowed on this bar. Hands on the rope. Hands on the bar. Hands on the rope. And then you are dismounting onto this panel mat. And that will be a clear. Moving on to obstacle number 6, we have the koala hang. You guys are starting on the quintuple step. You guys can use hands, feet, whole body on any portion of this cylinder. So your hands are allowed on the top. Please do not grab the strap or any of the mounting hardware. That is off limits. But your hands can be on the top just like this. And now you notice when I put weight on it, that's when it releases. So it's gonna start going. Koala hang finishes on this red pad right here. This is the start of the next obstacle. So this is a precision, you cannot leave this pad. Next obstacle, obstacle number 7, we have King Kong. So remember, this is the landing of the previous obstacle, start of the next one. King Kong, you can use all these Bosu balls, stones, the pink section of the beam, all this feet only. Trampoline, hands and feet are allowed. Gray Mountain, hands and feet are allowed. And then your dismount is the green pad right here. Blue, completely off. Do not touch blue. Dismount is the green. That's a clear for King Kong. Up next, we got the Stegosaurus stairs. Start platform is this tag block right here. You guys can use hands on any of these silver monkey bars in the middle here. Hands are allowed on the rings. And then you can move the ring onto the claw. And then your hands are allowed on this ring, this cannonball, into your dismount, which is this block right here. Feet are allowed on this truss. Feet only on the padded portion of the truss. And then with this dismount, the plane is this front edge. So you just gotta cross that front edge and disengage that cannonball. That is a clear for the Stegosaurus stairs. Moving on to Puma Pounce. This stack of mats is your start platform. You guys can use this portion of the truss right here if you need to stabilize yourself. So this is allowed with your hands. And then you can use hands on these rings. Hands, feet, whole body are allowed on this tipping mountain. Now it's not gonna tip this way, that's stopping it, but it will tip this way. And then your dismount is the green mat right there. Land here, that is a clear for Puma Pounce. Moving over to Lobster Dinner. Start on this black shelf. You guys can use your hands on these monkey bars right here. Hands are allowed on the taped portion of the lobster claws. Hands are allowed on this red ring. And then hands are allowed on this trapeze bar loaded by a magnet. Now this is a linked obstacle. So when you touch this trapeze bar, you clear Lobster Dinner and you're moving in to the swinging spider monkey. Swinging spider monkey starts on the trapeze bar. Big swing onto this cargo net. Hands, feet, whole body are allowed on the cargo net. Now I want to point out, these lower holds, if I'm standing here, my foot is also on the ground. This would be considered a fail. Okay, so make sure your feet have enough clearance. But hands, feet, whole body on the cargo net. You guys can use hands on this ring, hands on this trapeze bar. Now when you touch this trapeze bar, you clear swinging spider monkey and you're moving into turkey trot. This is another linked obstacle. Turkey trot starts on this trapeze bar, hands on the trapeze bar, hands only on all of this. Use the cliffhanger, the bowl, there's a nice jug hold in there. Pumpkin, not as much of a jug. Banana, banana, to your dismount, which is this black shelf right here. Trusses are off limits. Clear is this front edge, so you got to get over the front edge. And that is a clear on turkey trot. Moving into the final obstacle, we got the Tasmanian Tornado. You guys will start on this hero box right here. Feet are allowed on the trampoline. Hands are allowed on this spinning disc. And your dismount is this red pad right here. Land on this mat. Buzzer will be right over here in this area. Give that a big smack. You just cleared the course. Let's get a demo.